Fucking magnificent. Fucking magnificent.
Fucking genius.
And we're live!
On my channel.
We're live on Fresh03's channel.
I don't think this is my channel, though. It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't
Something
feel right.
feels off.
We're live, we're live! And Fresh is on point tonight, he's guaranteed me.
I didn't guarantee a thing.
He's gonna be on point.
I guaranteed I'd be in attendance.
That's it. You've had a rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm here to support my boy. My boy Stu.
Well, so tell us about your day real quick. What happened? You had a meeting?
Work and then a couple hours of training after work. So my brain's a little fried right now, Gizzard Stu. A little fried.
Fresh is gonna be chasing squirrels.
Are we allowed to have squirrels in here? Ivana, Gizzard said you could be on his channel.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
She took a nip at me, Gizzard Stu. So I don't know.
She doesn't approve.
I don't know what that means.
She doesn't approve.
Yeah, she generally doesn't approve of you, but
I know. Well, I'm not very fond of her either.
You know, we live in defiance.
I got the cat allergies.
You got the cat allergies, and she does. She says you can't get anything from me. Well, I'm on the internet, Gizzard Stu. So you're just making up stories. And you should love me like everyone else does.
That's right. All right. So, who is here tonight? Who is here tonight?
Tonight?
Tonight, who is here?
I see Mr. Burgundy whales vagina to you, good sir.
Oh, that was a good start.
Yeah.
Socrates, the cab driver, is here.
Focus Evo. What's up, Evo?
Adam Pilarczyk.
The Pilars?
Pilarczyk is here.
See the V-Dog.
Charles McClear.
What's up, Charles?
Charles is here.
Phil Puppet. What's up, Phil Puppet?
Indy's Best.
Indy's Best. Raven Shadow.
Yeah.
Good evening, madame.
V-Dog, speed limit 55.
Larry Staylor's here.
Yeah.
Addy Tooney's out there trying to get me distracted by throwing a bunch of squirrels on the screen. It's working, Addy Tooney. It's working. Where are the squirrels going?
Larry Staylor.
That's right. Andrew Eaton. Kenny B.
Swaggy Shane.
The Swagalicious one?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw his beard version of himself here.
Focus Evo.
Kim Dixon. What's up, Kim?
Ooh, they're all rolling in now.
Ray Wombatsky's telling us about clucking chickens.
Yeah, they're getting the notifications. Kim Dixon. Lumi's here.
Hello.
Lumi was on your show last night.
Yes, we do. I thought we had a pretty good show last night.
Yeah, I watched the replay.
A lot of people watched the replay rather than the live show. But I mean, it was a long weekend, so it makes sense.
Right. There's a lot of good TV on Mondays too. coincides with those shows.
I mean, Drew Brees beat the passing record last night.
Mm-hmm. Kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah, most passing yards of all time. He looks like he can play another couple of years, too.
He does.
Yeah.
Still pretty awesome quarterback. KBN is in the house.
What's up, KBN?
All right. So here it's been raining for like a week.
You too?
Yeah, so it's been like a full week since I rode my bike because I just haven't felt like getting soaked. And it's like 42 degrees out, so it would be a cold, wet one, even with rain gear on.
You just do it, Gizzard Stew. You go out and you
know.
just do it.
I know. It's lame.
Lame.
It's
so lame, Gizzard Stew.
Lame excuse.
Lame.
Pretty soon it'll be snow and ice, and that'll be even a better excuse.
Then you get 29ers out and you go riding on the 29ers, Gizzard Stew. You get your giant wheels out on your bicycle.
You get studded snow tires.
That's right. That's how they do it in Alaska.
Yeah.
If they can do it in Alaska, you can do it in Minnesota.
Or you strap on your cross-country skis.
You're gonna start cross-country skiing this winter?
I have skis, but I never do it because it'll kill you.
Well, you could cross-country ski down to the store, buy some meats and things, and then cross-country back up.
You'll use muscles you never knew your legs had.
That's true.
If you go cross-country skiing, it's like, ouch.
You live on a little bit of a hill, and you regret every moment that you've spent on cross-country skis.
When I was younger, I used to cross-country ski a lot. I used to telemark. Knew how to cross-country ski downhill.
Yeah, we did it. We did it a lot because it was cheaper than downhill, and you could just go out like after a nice snow. You just go out in the neighborhood, cross-country ski around, and then come back.
In Minnesota, cross-country skiing is pretty flat. It's pretty easy. In Colorado, though, it's like a lot of work uphill and downhill.
I would bet.
Yeah. Telemarking, too, you got to get down on one knee to turn, kind of.
Mm.
It's tough. You got to have a young body to do that.
We don't have that anymore, Gizzard Stew.
Yeah, I haven't had it in a few.
Left that behind a little while back.
My wife, I'm kind of banned from anything with like skateboard wheels or skis. I don't need any more broken bones.
Vape bros, vape bros, vape bros, vape. Lord Sigurd and Mr. B just came wandering into. Hello, gentlemen.
We got some nice fall colors going on. We're like peak season right now in town. I wish we'd get some nice days so I could ride around and check out all the foliage turning.
It's mostly evergreens here, so you don't really get that. Like one or two trees will be around, and they just kind of go from green to yellow overnight, and then they just drop all their leaves. So there's not a lot of winter color here. Just everything kind of is green all the time, except for grass.
We have a lot of deciduous trees here, so we get the maples and oaks and all that kind of stuff. Colorado was the aspens. Everybody would go see aspens in the fall because they turn a brilliant yellow gold.
Mm-hmm.
But here we get a lot of reds, and I think it's more colorful.
Yeah, you get the deciduous oranges and yellows, and if you're in New England, you've got the massholes driving around checking everything out. Hey, check out that color, yeah?
Yeah, get the color. Minnesota's kind of cool because if you start like just a few hours north of here, it'll start one week, it'll be peaking, and then you can. So if you time it right, you can see a lot of fall as it moves down the level of the state a little bit. Well, let's bring Addy Tooney in. See how he's doing.
Toonie time.
It's not Tooney time yet, but
okay.
It will be.
That's my entire reason for being on Tuesdays anymore.
I know. Yeah.
Just Toonie time.
You're a little premature on that.
Oh.
What's shaking? I'm still on the NOLA. NOLA.
The NOLA train.
Yeah, baby. So good.
Wow. Adam says he's drinking from my exact coffee mug, which I believe is
Used to be a small planter. You've uprooted someone's plant while you're out on a bicycle ride.
Probably stole it from his wife, Freshy D.
Ooh, SPORKLyFE's gonna be pissed when she sees you threw out her tulips.
I grafted a handle on a plant, a plant potter plant.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was your weekend, Addie Tooney?
It was busy. It was nice. My mother-in-law and her new boyfriend got back from a Canadian Rockies trip.
Beautiful.
So we heard all about that, and we usually go to my mom's on Sundays and do some chores and visit with her for a while. So it's always an eventful weekend. But yeah, they had a really good time, which was good because the trip was like $20,000.
Wow.
I mean, the Canadian Rockies are expensive, but holy hell, what are they up to? Did they take the train?
Yeah.
Now that's like 5,000 of it right there.
Wow.
Yeah, they flew out, took the train.
That does that seems like the price of a trip to Australia or something.
Oh
no, Australia's cheaper than that.
Go anywhere in the world, live in luxury for that.
20 grand, I don't know. Can't you go to Borneo for 20 grand?
You could probably go to Borneo. I bet you could get almost anywhere in the world and have a pretty decent time for $20,000.
I would think so. You might not make it to Antarctica though.
Yeah, I think you could do Antarctica. I think you could catch a cruise out of like Rio or something like that. I think you could do it.
But God bless her. She's living her life, and I said, spend all that damn money. I don't have to deal with it.
I heard that the hitchhiking is horrible in Antarctica, though. There's not much hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking to Antarctica? I believe in you, Gizzard Stew. I think you could do it if you want.
As you can still hike up in one of those track vehicles. They're pretty high.
Yeah. You can find a snow cave.
Yeah.
Crash in.
See, I really believe Gizzard Stew could get, like, I think there'd be a couple difficult points because there's a couple of like Central American countries that are pretty isolated from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, once you got through there, it's like, free and clear as long as you speak Portuguese.
Yeah. I don't know, where is the jumping off point to go to Antarctica? South America?
Like Rio.
Rio.
Yeah, I think that's where the cruises take off from. They go down around the Horn, and you cruise by Antarctica, and then you've got like the option of going to like the Galapagos, and then they'll come back through the canal, or they go through the canal and come down and back up around, one of the two. But I think that's how it goes. People can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure they will.
I'd rather go to Iceland, I think.
Iceland's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Can I go?
It's easier to get there, too.
It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap to get there.
There's more to see.
Now, when you get there, all cheap things end.
They have like all these hot springs, though. They're free, aren't they?
Some of them. Like the Blue Lagoon, like the big main one that everyone goes to because it's out by the airport, kind of, is like $90 to get into.
Holy!
That was a nice chunk of my vacation budget. Was actually the Blue Lagoon.
Wow!
How big is it? How big is the facility itself?
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. There's tons of people going in and out of it all the time. Like there's always like a line of people waiting to get in. But because it's so foggy, you really don't notice how many people are in there. Like you can just kind of pick your own little spot and hang out. And I think that's why people enjoy it as much as they do. Is
it pretty much like set up like a natural setting, or is it commercial?
No, it's been manufactured because the actual hot spring is a runoff from a geothermal plant.
Okay, so it's like giant swimming pools type thing?
Well, it looks natural. It looks natural until you like get up close to stuff, and then you see that the rock's all kind of been piled that way.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, there's still tons of natural hot springs that you can go to. Most of the time people put at least a little work into it. Like there'll be like a bathtub sitting out on the side of a hill that you can go into, and you control the hot and the cold water by, you know, like lifting one spigot.
Oh, that would be awesome.
We used to go to Glenwood Springs in Colorado, and that was like a swimming pool setup type thing, but it was cheap to get in, and they had several different temperature. You know, you could go in the hot end or the lukewarm end or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's a lot. There's a lot of minerals, you know, in the hot springs. So I remember it was really easy to float. You know, like you could back float for an hour just like without any effort.
Yeah, here in North America, the majority of hot springs have been developed. There's a few that you'll stumble across that they haven't really. They're either too remote or the like what's around it really isn't worth digging up. Like there's one that they discovered in Idaho while they were putting a road in, and so that one just kind of comes out of the side of a hill. The most natural one I've ever been into is Hot Springs Island, which was that was out in Canada, out in way western Canada, out on this island, obviously. But the hot spring was actually like a waterfall that was coming into the ocean. So you would go and sit as the ocean was hitting you, and the hot spring would be coming down over the top of you.
Yeah, I hiked to. We went to one. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a 3-mile hike. It was in New Mexico somewhere, like around Sedona or in that area, as I recall. It was quite a few years ago. But you had to hike to it, and then when we got there, it was like lots of naked hippies. It was like, oh, I guess that's... So we did as the natives were doing. And
you just went naked?
Yeah, we took our clothes off because we had hiked up, you know, with like out a change of clothing. So unless you wanted to hike down in soaking wet clothing, that was kind of what you had to do.
I mean, it
was a little shocking.
They hadn't developed anything like little tubs, or that's kind of what they do. A lot of times they'll put up like a bunch of like little barrels that you can go sit in.
Yeah, no, this was completely natural. There were pools that were, you know, naturally in the rock formations and whatnot. So
Hippies smell a lot better when they get out of the bath, gizzards do.
Well, it's awful sulfury, so it depends on how much you like the smell of sulfur. It smells like rotten eggs.
Better than the smell of patchouli oil.
Yeah,
right, gizzards?
Exactly. Hippies don't smell that good anyway. It's like body odor and patchouli.
Yeah, you just kind of, you know, you got like a scrub brush that you had to take up there hiking, and you just, oh, hey, look, it's your turn, friend.
What up, hippie?
We were passing bottles of soap out on our way out. Here
you go, buddy. I don't actually want to get all that near you, but
try this. All right, so
I mean, you had to put a couple of hard hours of work in to get all them hippies all scrubbed up. I mean, you deserved that soak, gizzards do.
Let's bring Nick Devine in. Nick Devine!
Bringing me in when we're talking about hippies.
That's right. I knew you'd have something to say about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody has anything to say, it's got to be Nick about the hippies.
What do you think? Patchouli or no patchouli?
What's the deal with hippies and spaghetti?
It's cheap and easy.
Yeah. I heard there was lots of like spaghetti selling at like Grateful Dead concerts.
Selling spaghetti noodles?
Lots of street food to get them enough money to go to the next show.
Yeah. It's just cheap. You can make a lot of it.
You can
invest like $5 to get yourself a couple things of noodles, boil them up, and then, you know, you just heat the sauce up in the campfire right next to it. You just, you know, dump your can of ragu right over the top of it.
You can feed a lot of people for 12 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Nick, he brings up his favorite band, the Grateful Dead, of course.
That's what I've always heard is that at Grateful Dead concerts, there's like lots of stuff you could buy, like people making their own tie-dye T-shirts, LSD, and people selling spaghetti.
Yep, jewelry.
Spaghetti with LSD?
Maybe, yeah, maybe some LSD top spaghetti, or maybe it's in the meatballs or something.
Yeah. Don't eat the spaghetti with the red fork, man.
I heard that they sold balloons at Grateful Dead shows too.
Yeah, with a helium in them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be more interested if they had like some whippet action going on, like the Wawas, but
I think that's what that was in it, actually.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little bit of nitrous.
I heard.
Nitrous, you giggle your way through a concert.
Yeah.
That was half the fun, just cruising down Shakedown Street, looking at all the people.
Mm-hmm.
Swag says you can get some good shrooms too.
So, Nick, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I worked a lot this weekend, but it was still good. I still did my live show on Sunday. Oh yeah, and I watched UFC.
Yeah. What did you think of the fight?
It was a good fight. I see no need for a rematch anytime soon. I just don't think Conor's ready right now. I don't think he looked that good. I don't think it's ring rust. I think he just doesn't have a hunger for it at the moment. I think Khabib looked great, and it's a shame what he did kind of overshadowed everything that he did previously that night.
What a mess.
That flying stomp was fantastic.
Yeah, that flying eagle looked really good. Yeah.
Then the dude popped back up and started yelling at him, so he just pops him. Like, all right, dude.
If it was up to me, I don't think he should get into much trouble, as people are saying after everything that Conor's gotten away with. I just don't think I understand he's not Conor McGregor, and he doesn't pull in as much money as him, but I think it would be really hypocritical to punish him more than what they have Conor.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part was like as you're watching that, like if you actually watch what was going on in the ring, some dude jumped the fence and popped Conor right in the jaw. That was fantastic too.
Conor hit Khabib's brother first. So
that's what it was?
Yeah, Khabib jumped out of the cage, and then Khabib's brother was walking in the cage while that was happening, and then he started to jump out the cage. Conor jumped out the cage as well, and as they're both on top of the cage, Conor and Khabib's brother, Conor punched Khabib's brother, and then people jumped in to help Khabib's brother after Conor punched him. Yeah,
it was pretty. They were fairly unruly afterwards. One would think that these guys, make a living hitting people in the face. by the way that the all the mayhem ensued.
That was bad. I mean, there was fights in the streets. It was nasty.
Yeah, it poured out into the streets. See, it's one thing. Yeah, exactly. It's one thing that all happens. Like everybody that was involved was, a professional fighter or a trainer, or they've been taking jiu-jitsu or sambo their whole life. So everybody, but then it pours out into the street where all the bystanders, the Irish are against the Russians, and the Conor fans are against the Khabib fans. So it's it's a shame that all happened. But,
yeah, they had to escort the governor out.
Yeah, it's entertaining though. I mean, I said it on my not my live. Well, basically my live feed is it's a shame what happened, but I'd love to see it every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Entertaining show.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah. I'm the type of person that I would have enjoyed to be there at that moment. I don't think a lot of people would like to be there at that. I would have loved to be there.
Not me. I'd rather watch it from home. A little too much testosterone roaming around.
Yeah.
You think Lando's a little more comfortable when we're not shaking juice bottles around, Fresh ED?
I reckon.
Sorry, Lando.
I'm more comfortable as well. When you're not. Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody definitely humbled McGregor a little bit, but he's always pretty humble in defeat.
He wasn't really on this one. Like he's already talking about rematches and stuff. So
Yeah, he's talking about rematches. There's some videos out on YouTube. Like they enhanced the audio of what they were saying to each other in the ring. And in the third round, when Conor's getting held up against the cage and he's whispering in Khabib's ear, it was all about business. It was all about business. And Khabib walks away and says, "Yeah, I guess so now." You're getting your ass kicked. It's all about business.
It was entertaining. I will say that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Khabib's not the most exciting fighter in the world, but I mean, you respect what he does. So,
yeah,
like Floyd Mayweather, dude just runs the entire match and just peppers people. So, I mean, I guess you respect what he does. I don't like Floyd Mayweather at all. I think he's probably the most boring boxer in the history of all fucking time. But
yeah, so that. Usually Khabib, it's not that entertaining. That one was, though, like, if you put somebody up against him that has some skill, like, Khabib's team said, like, Conor did, like, very well on the ground. He neutralized a big beating. Like, he did pretty good. He just isn't on Khabib's level, and the big thing with Khabib is he's just so fucking strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just got strong grip, and he's just also strong. He's not just a great wrestler. He's just very, very strong. It's just a natural thing, like a physical, genetics thing.
yeah.
So Nick, I broke out the conspiracy RDA.
Yeah, I love that thing. I want to get mine out one day and put another build in it. I do love that RDA. That's the squirming coils RDA.
Yep.
That's like, if you like postless RDAs and you like the build, that's probably the best postless RDA for building.
Yeah, all that silver plating on there. So
yeah, and the posts are separated also. They're not so close to each other. Pretty far apart.
I actually got a single coil on this thing now. It's vaping really nice.
Yeah. There's lots of other caps that fit on that too, like the Gorge cap fits on that. Yeah, there's a lot of caps that fit on that. I think the KTX fits on it. That would mean that the Dune fits on it too, which means that the Trinity Glass could fit on it.
Oh, sweet. Oh, damn. Nick's going to break that out tonight.
Got it right here.
So, Freshy D, my banana spiced custard really came into its own after 3-4 days.
Nice. Nice. The cream's had a chance to settle out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go down all the way, Nick.
No, the Goon one doesn't fit on there. Maybe with bigger, like it slightly doesn't fit on there. Maybe with bigger O-rings.
I've actually still been vaping the boysenberry that I made last Friday.
The boys?
The boys. It's pretty good. Just got creamier.
It's an excellent flavor.
After steep. It's not too shabby.
Nice work.
I have a question for the DIY people.
Okay.
And okay, so Flavor comes out with a new flavor.
Okay.
You buy it. Do you mix it by itself first and try it out?
I don't.
A lot of times.
A lot of people do.
That's what they usually do, just to get like what it's like, and
right.
You know.
A lot of times it depends if it's a variation of something. Like if it's like another frickin' strawberry coming out. Like a lot of times I'll sub out something that I'm familiar with in a recipe and throw that in instead and see how it reacts with the things that I'm familiar with. I don't think that's going to be the case very often for Flavor. They're kind of doing like some really bizarre flavors these days. They're like throwing out mangosteens and gins and tequilas, and so you're stuck kind of single flavor testing, just because that's like that's really your only option. Is just to taste it and see what it does over the course of like a couple weeks.
The other thing is mostly by the time I get one of those new flavors, it's not new anymore. So it's easy to be lazy and just go check out. There's a lot of good mixers that, like Jen Jarvis and people like that do single flavor testing, and you go have a look at what percentage they're mixing it at, what they have to say about it. You know, there's people out there that you respect their opinion on things, and then you just kind of go with that as a baseline for how much to put in something, what it might work with.
Yeah. Rin does a lot of single flavor testing. Leilani does a lot of single flavor testing. Tchotchke Vapes does a lot of single flavor testing.
Concrete River.
Concrete's an amazing single flavor testing guy. Tasteofconcrete.com, everybody. You can go check out his website.
Like
he puts his flavor notes up on his website.
Jennifer Jarvis.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer Jarvis can taste the individual atoms of the flavor. So
you can just smell it, and then she writes her description.
Exactly. She doesn't even have to taste it. Like, she just cracks the lid. Like, she doesn't even get the lid all the way off. She's just like, okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
Types out a four-page flavor note on it.
That's a good way to cheat.
Just go check and see what Jarvis has been up to.
Or take a shortcut. You know.
Yeah. Like her and Amy Triple Star does like every flavor too. So
it'd be awesome if Bryson could get a hold of her and she'd be willing to come on.
Amy Triple Star, yeah, that'd be awesome. I think she's a nurse. I think she's a nurse of some sort too, if I remember correctly.
Let's bring Lumi in here, see what she's got going on.
The Lumalicious one?
Yeah. Lumi. Hi.
What's up, Lumi?
How was your weekend?
I'm pretty excited.
You are? Why?
I've got DC Comics starting this week.
Yeah.
Then I got some swag liquid.
Oh, awesome.
What'd you get?
Everything.
Nice.
We got the Gizzard Brew.
Sweet. Have you tried it yet?
Nope.
Are you going to try it on the show tonight?
Yup. Harvest Moon.
That's awesome.
Soul Warming Cider. These ones are on my little list of things I need to hurry up and vape right here.
That's that Soul Warming is nice.
And
that's a really nice apple cider.
Lemon donut, blueberry donut, chocolate donut, and open apple fritter.
That apple fritter. Yeah, that lemon donut's wonderful.
You got the
that
fall
one. That one you may want to see if it eats a hole in your arm real quick before you vape it though, because Lumi has a citrus allergy. I'm not sure exactly which lemon he's using. I've got ideas, but I won't speak about them out loud.
Oh boy.
We're good.
Well, that is exciting. That's good. I watched the replay of you and Fresh last night. You guys were having fun on the Monday night DIY show.
That's right.
Fresh from the kitchens.
I got some Gizzard Brew going in the tugboat. Toot toot.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We need to get a soundbite of
Amanda M
doing "What up, tugboat?
What up, tugboat?"
Toot toot.
Well, we'll have to come back to you in a minute, and we'll let you do some flavor testing later. Let's bring Jesse in. See how his weekend was. Hola.
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 How's it going?
Good. How was your weekend?
What's up? Wait, who am I talking to? Is it Nick or Ned?
It's Nick.
What's up, Nick?
Ned doesn't have time for this show.
Well, he does sometimes, and then he leaves real quick.
He's just like, hey, I know I said I was going to be on the show, but you're going to have to put up with my cousin Nick.
Yeah.
I gotta go teach jujitsu to the squirrels in the park.
Nick's like, my sound's bad, and then like he goes, and then Ned comes back really quick, and then he leaves, and then Nick comes back.
And Ned sounds perfectly clear.
Yeah,
that's right. That's good. I mean, quite frankly, he is better than us. So
yeah, He's building all the coils.
He does twice as many in the same amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So what's up, Jesse? What have you been up to?
Not much. I also got the same vaping swag stuff as Lumi did.
Oh,
And I've already been vaping the Gizzard Brew.
okay.
And it's fucking awesome.
All right.
A lot of people know that I haven't liked custards in a really long time, and I really wanted to like this one, and I do. It's good stuff.
You can put your 2 cents in then.
I think that part of the reason why I'm liking it so much is the time of the year also, but it's really good anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, I can't hear what you say about it. I haven't tried it yet.
Also, I got my parts for my 3D printer that had broken down like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it's running great now.
Well, that's good.
Back to full power.
Did you have to wait for Chinese parts?
No, I buy from America.
Comes quicker.
American.
Comes quicker.
Yeah, in like 3.5, 4 days, unless there's a holiday that don't make sense. Well, it does make sense, I guess. But anyway.
What was wrong with it? The board or gear? Or
it was the motherboard, and then the hot end was just fucked.
Oh, okay.
It had overheated and screwed the aluminum block up on it and stripped it out and stuff. So I had to change the motherboard and the hot end. The whole hot end.
Sounds expensive.
It's not too bad. It was like 70-some bucks. I got lucky. The motherboard's only like $55.
Not terrible.
And it's the motherboard that I got is an updated one from the original, and it runs a lot more. The 3D printer runs a lot more smoothly. It's not as loud either.
Does it make you want to change the boards in the other ones?
Yes, it does. Very much so. I got it all put back together, and I started this print right here, and I was sitting here watching YouTube videos, and I was waiting for the fucking thing to start, and it was taking forever. I was like, what the hell is it doing? Is it like heating up? And I went to look, and it had already done like 6 layers. I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow. So you can't really do a firmware update on the older boards, or can you?
Yeah, you can do stuff with them. For the longest time, you wasn't able to because it's supposed to be like a
proprietary.
No, generally it's like a open share type thing with 3D printing, and Creality wasn't releasing their firmware and stuff for the longest time, and finally they've done it to where people can go in and customize and do different things with it. But open source is the words I was looking for.
The opposite of proprietary.
Yes, they were trying to make it proprietary, and it generally in 3D printing everything's open source because everybody tinkers, and it's a customizable thing generally, and yeah.
Cool.
Freddie's
out there.
And Scott.
What's up, Freddie?
Freddie and Scott hanging out.
And Scott.
That's right. Good peoples.
Mint chip, baby. That mint chip, though.
I did see the shin dog out there.
So
I have my eye on that mint chip.
So I've still been working on a review for the Gollum RDA, and it's proving to be very frustrating. Oh, I like it. Just I don't like reviewing. It's a pain in the ass. So.
Oh, you're kind of a perfectionist, Gizzard.
Well, I don't know. I know that people they start reviewing, and usually when they first start, everybody sucks. And I should probably just go with it. And you gotta, yeah, if you suck, you suck. But I've started on it a bunch of times, and I'm just like, I can't put this up. It's too embarrassing. It's horrible. So that's why I don't review generally. Is it's like there's people that are actually good at this. So So anyway, I'm still stuck. Hopefully, I think that I'm going to put this out. It just may be awful, so I'll warn everybody. You know, I have good ideas, like I can picture it in my mind what I want to say and how I want to present it and things like that, but it gives me a lot more respect for the great reviewers that we have out there, because it's, for me anyways, it's not, they make it look easy, but it's really not.
Well, they also have like several thousands of dollars built into their system too.
Well, that's part of
their stuff is like hit a button and it's down low, hit a button, it's here, hit a button, it's back at FaceTime.
That's part of what I'm running into is like my phone camera sucks. I have a DSLR, but it's pretty old, and just, you know, I don't have a second like a camera to use for down shots and things like that. So
you could just mute the review and then narrate it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, I've been trying all the kinds of different stuff, but you know, then there's the fact of like when I like made a script because I was trying to do it off the cuff, and that was horrible. And so then I made a script, and then it sounds like I'm reading it. So it's just, I don't know. I've spent hours and hours on this thing, and it's going to be horrible probably when I get done. But at some point, I'm bound and determined to release it. It may be the last review I ever do, though. I don't know.
We'll still watch it and love it, Gizzards too.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just so, you know, I haven't even gotten to the point. I've scrapped it so many times that I haven't even gotten to the point to the editing stage of it. And, you know, it's like it's going to have 1 million jump cuts in it probably.
What do you see? We did do some tuning deals before I got to book out of here.
Oh, yeah. Let's do toonie deals. Toonie deals. Toonie deals.
All right. So, well, we cruised some areas, and one of the places I go kind of frequently is My Freedom Smokes, and I was looking in their hot deals section, and I saw the Proton kit for $50.
That's a good deal.
Wow.
Anakin Proton kit for $50.
Yeah, it's a great mod.
That's a good deal. That's a great mod.
And they have some other stuff in their deal section. And the next place I went to was VaporDNA.com, and that's under their sales section, under that header. I saw the Bonza for $24.
Not bad.
I saw a Spire Sky Star kit, which I know nothing about, but it was $20 for a whole mod and kit, and I think it's a dual battery.
Didn't LIFA love the SkyStar?
Maybe, yeah. $20 seemed like a killer deal. And they had a Loop RDA for $6 over there too.
$6 for the Loop. That's about right.
Yeah. So next place I went was 101 Vape, and over there I found the Aspire Feed Link kit for $40. That's that single battery squonker.
Oh yes, their answer to the Pulse. Yes.
Yeah. And there was some other stuff over there, worth a look. The fourth place I went to was a place I usually visit every day. Was Vape Deals, Vape.Deals. And Vape Wild has a pretty good sale going on. Wasp RDA for $10.
Yeah.
The Og Vape Druga Red, the whole kit. I didn't write down the price for that, but I think it was like $10 or something for the Druga.
For the Druga?
Yeah, the mod, the 22 millimeter came in only red color. But anyway, it was the mod and the RDA.
That's definitely worth it. That Druga's nice.
Oh, $13. I did write it down.
$13. That's a screaming deal.
It's the mini Druga though, right?
That's a screaming toonie deal. Toonie time! Toonie time!
Yeah, excellent. And then the fifth place I went was I got an email from Essential EssentialDepot.com today. Across their site, use code CD125 for 12.5% off anything.
How much do they charge for their VG on the site? Per gallon?
Yeah, I don't know. 17 maybe. It seemed pretty cheap.
That's a pretty good deal because you can pick it up for, I think it's like 20 on Amazon.
And it was the palm base, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can use code CD305 for 30% off shipping if you want to get the cubes or whatever.
Did you ever get your Glycube in, Eddie Tooney?
I got mine, and you guys had to call them up and
they were out a soap making convention, so they never sent mine.
Yeah, rotten bastards.
So I mean, I trust Amazon a little bit more than I trust them, quite frankly. I hate to rain on a Tooney deal, but
so that's all I had. Thank you very much, Lumi.
Tooney deals.
Tooney deals. Tooney deals. Party time. Excellent.
Close off, eh?
Perfect.
Awesome. All right.
Uh-oh, new updates are available. Don't click on that.
From Windows?
Yeah.
Oh, great. You can do that in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on 7, so it's no big deal for me.
There you go.
Yeah, Indy's Best has a point. Like right now, like unless it's like a super screaming Tooney deal, like the Druga one, I would save your money for the Black Friday sales, because especially for like DIY stuff, because there's going to be some crazy shit coming up for Black Friday.
Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're going to buy computer parts.
True.
Yeah. That's how you built your monster system last year.
Yeah. It's a nail biter, though, waiting for those sales and trying to get in on them.
Then it's sitting at midnight, like,
yeah, staying up all night and like add to cart, and they're like, it's sold out. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, and then 5 minutes later it's back.
580, I have to go with the 570 now. Damn it.
Yeah. And then 5 minutes later it's back on there again. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, to be fair, the cryptocurrency mining like took a complete shit this year.
Yay!
So you should be able to find a decent graphics card for a reasonable price.
Yeah, at least last year at this time they were unobtainable.
Yeah, unobtainiums.
I mean, you couldn't even. They released a few on Black Friday, but for like months and months leading up to Black Friday, there were just none. There were none. Has anyone heard when the new NVIDIA cards are coming out? Because they have a whole new class of card.
Probably right around Black Friday.
I looked at those, but then I cringed when I saw that the prices they wanted for them, and I closed out of that link so quick.
Yeah. I think the entry level one's 500 or something, but compared to what they were selling last year for 1080s, these are like a quantum leap, I guess, and that should bring like your Ryzen stuff down to earth as well. Once they release those, then some of the 2-year-old cards will be down like
affordable
to where they.
Black Friday tends to be where they release that sort of thing in the computer industry.
Well,
they did the same thing with the They did the same thing with the Pentiums. Like they released them a couple days before Black Friday. But
somebody
the real deal.
I think somebody's saying that they're out already.
Usually they release them in August fresh. They release them in conjunction with a big nationwide electronics show, whatever it's called.
Like the eighth gen stuff.
I don't know. I built mine last year, so I haven't had to keep up with any of it.
There you go. Larry says $1,200 for a 280 Ti. That's still fucking crazy. That's still crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought
I game in 4K. That's what I want to do.
The reason I was thinking about that is because Golf Tee is working on acquiring parts for a computer. I've been helping him a little bit back and forth. So hopefully he's finding deals.
I wait for the Black Friday deals. Like I got this laptop that I've been running my shows on for the last year, for like $300 or $400 last year. I forget exactly how much I spent on it. But
The one you wanted though, they duped you on Black Friday, didn't they?
yeah, they did.
It was like, there it is, and try and get it. You can't get it.
Yep. And so they said they had one. They said they had a couple still in stock. So I went down there and they didn't. So I wound up with this one. I mean, it's an 8th gen i5. So I've still got quite a bit of processing power for
Plenty of
pushing
juice.
those. So I can't complain too awful much for picking up the most current processor. That was the main thing I was looking for streaming, is having extra cores.
Gotta have them cores like LiPo.
Life has like 24 cores, so Life is like out of hand.
Yeah, the cores make a big difference.
That's all right. I'll be thread ripping one of these years. Yeah.
Ripping threads.
You don't need a thread ripper.
Why not, Jesse? Why
just too much. I do it? It's just too much.
There's no such thing in the computer world. I'd be safe for like a solid 3 years getting a
You're like, I got a thread ripper. They're like, what are you doing with it? Oh, streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh,
what?
That's a disappointment.
Yeah, but what are you doing in the background?
When's the last time you upgraded your computer, Addy?
I got a kick-ass computer. I actually had a world record for 6 days in disk transfer speeds, but I just love this old Dell so much. I keep putting Band-Aids on it. It's a quad core, 2 Xeons, and it's decked out, stainless steel drives, and it's just getting old. The electronics are starting to fail.
That's about 10 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where I was last year. Is I had a good computer, but the technology was 10 years old, and it just wasn't keeping up with.
I got 2 on the shelf over there. They're great. I just really like this one.
You got 2 that are probably newer than that one, even.
Oh, way newer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. You still prefer the older one.
See, now I kind of want I want a tunified desktop. I would like to see what Addy Tooney would throw together if I threw like $2,000 at him and be like, all right, dude, do what you're gonna do. Addy Tooney's just like, oh, really?
Yeah. Venting holes, holes for the wicking.
I know, right? Flame treating a
10 core.
He's flame treating a stainless case.
I'll show you one of them.
A twisted 4-core.
Flame treated CPU. Oh, that might not be good.
Like Addy Tooney, why are there vent holes in this solid state drive? I'm not sure exactly what the point of that is. Just trust me, Fresh03. Just trust me.
He's going to get it.
Yeah, he's going to go grab one of his desktops. I like it.
He's going to lug it over.
Oh, shit's flying.
Shit's flying.
So, I painted it orange.
Oh, wow.
I machined aluminum feet at work. There's fans in the bottom.
Wow.
Oh, I gotta turn it around.
Oh, look, there's a fan hanging out the side of it, too.
Fucking Mustang.
I know, right?
I do testing for Newegg, so there's parts hanging off it. But this is the front. And the top's all jacked up, too, with extra fans. And oh, my gosh.
Jeez, look at that.
Yeah, lots of perforated steel.
Why the hell aren't you running that thing?
That's one of the ones I play with all the time.
Oh, okay. You just do benchmarking on it, or what?
Yeah.
Man, see, now I kind of I totally don't want to build a computer. I just want to throw money at Addy Tooney and be like, dude, do what you do.
What a waste, just to benchmark.
He's like Fresh 03. I had the Threadripper 6 years ago.
It's funny because you know how all these teams, you know, ASUS and all these teams get all this money and these teams together and they set these world records. I pissed those guys off so bad.
Wow.
Then they came back and they just stomped me. They stomped me bad.
As soon as you set a record, they're all over you.
Yeah, it was fun for 6 days though.
Toonie from Buffalo, in your face.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Scott Miller said with 2K you could build a beast. I'm sure he can with Toonie deals.
I know, right? Toonie deals.
I got all my parts.
Does this mean, Toonie, I can get you to play League of Legends with me?
Probably.
At the time you play, probably not.
Yeah, at the times you play, you got to remember, Mrs. Toonie's already in bed. She's not going to tolerate Addie Toonie down there in the garage.
Yeah, my gaming days are done.
I can rearrange my schedule for Toonie.
Toonie could probably run the Pentagon on that thing he's got there.
Man.
Oh yeah.
You did good, Fresh. You did good tonight.
I did solid. My brain is all over the place though. Like it's flying all over the place.
Mine is too. That's only because I'm really anticipating that Black Lightning and Flash premiere.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Oh, I don't want to spoil things for people. Never mind.
Can't do it.
But then we got Daredevil. Daredevil season 3 should be out. I believe it's Thursday.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good. They sprung series right at one on top of each other, so that's it's unusual for them to do that. Most of the time they make you wait 6 months, but with as good as Iron Fist season 2 was in the condensed format, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Daredevil, because Daredevil had a tendency to drag on too. All of them did. Like Luke Cage, like the season 2. You thought the series was over like 3 different times. Just kept going. Like, all right, I guess we're getting there.
Was not a fan of the new Luke Cage.
I think with where they put him, I think it's gonna be interesting next time.
It better be.
Right. I can't wait for Daredevil. I think it's gonna be that's been consistently one of the best series.
Daredevil and Punisher are my 2 favorites.
The Punisher, I can't wait. I hope that Typhoid Mary's in the next Punisher season.
They've already started doing like sneak peeks of them casting and filming on the streets.
Yeah.
I follow them like a creeper.
Sweet.
Has anybody been watching Lodge 49?
Mm-mm.
I like that show.
I've been rewatching The Wire. That's always worth rewatching.
The first season of Lodge 49, they had the season finale last night. That show's kind of weird and entertaining, though.
All right, guys. Love you guys, Foggers.
Love you too, Addie Toonie. Be good.
Addie Toonie, he's turning into a pumpkin.
See you guys Friday. Love you.
That's where the pumpkin orange computer came from.
Thanks for coming, Addie. All right.
Every week you learn something new. You learn something new about somebody. Addie Toonie is a world record holding computer builder.
I didn't expect that.
I mean, I've known that he tested for Newegg for quite a while, so.
I'm getting him to play video games with me at some point. This is my new life's goal.
I want to be a Newegg tester.
Well, see, I think Addie Toonie would just like he's like, okay, let me hook up the other computer, and then he's like, why are you lagging so bad? You're like, everything looks like it's smooth here. He's like, yeah, I got you in 4K, and you're lagging bad. And you just see Toonie just scream across your screen.
Or the load screens for League of Legends. Just ups and leaves, just tired of waiting.
I just think it's kind of weird that he's like running a 10-year-old machine in lieu of what he's got sitting on the desk over there.
Yeah, I mean, if you love a machine, it's tough to let it go, Gizzards do.
Yeah, it's crazy though.
I don't know if I could love a single machine that much. Like, yeah, you're out. New one in.
I think if we made Addy Tooney push a feed one night, the Addy Tooney show, then he'd be like, "Fuck this old computer."
Fuck this thing.
What the hell was I thinking?
Well, Lando, your life's goal is going to take you a long time, man. There you go. Look, it's catching on like the plague. Hippie does it. All the DIY channels are slowly but surely bringing the eye contact in Lando. Like Lumi's new. She's already caught the eye contact virus. So there you go.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
Too bad, Gizzard Stew. Too bad.
This is what
your
I
shoulder,
think of
your shoulders
eye
are your
contact.
shoulders are looking a little tense, Gizzard Stew.
Uh-oh, there he goes. All right. Let's do Lumi, let's do your taste testing.
Oh, I ran out of water.
Okay.
You need to go get more water, Lums?
No, I'll still do it. We're good. I've been vaping on green apple though. So this might be a little interesting.
Okay, so tell us what you're doing first.
Oh. First time trying Gizzard Brew. Custard.
All right. Drum roll.
I like it.
There you go.
Very, very descriptive.
It's more pudding than custardy, in my opinion.
Pudding.
I'll take it.
Pudding.
Pudding is a good thing.
I like the vanilla in there.
Creamy
Yes,
goodness.
Smooth, creamy vanilla pudding. With a hint of custard, I can taste it a little bit.
All right.
I'll keep it.
Should keep it. Well, thank you, Lumi. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I heard that Adore e-liquid is coming out with a new liquid this season.
Halloween.
Yeah, that's exciting,
It's always exciting when Dawn's putting out new stuff.
right?
Hell
I
yeah.
wonder what it'll be.
I'm sure some people are beta testing it as we speak.
I'm not there. I know at least one guy is. I'm pretty sure there's two.
Yeah.
At the very least.
All right.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Usually is.
This is awkward.
Not really.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
it's all perception.
No, the quietness.
Oh, I feel fine.
I like a little quietness sometimes.
Crickets are good.
Maybe not during a live show that 76 people are watching, but quietness is all right.
I could read chat and see what people are asking me about the new flavor that I'm enjoying right now.
They're asking how strong are the eggy notes, Lumi?
Not really strong at all. I don't really taste anything eggy in it. Like, I do get a tail note of custardy flavor, but for the most part, it tastes like a good vanilla pudding.
He says his chickens were on strike, so they couldn't egg it up proper.
To be honest, I don't really like custardy stuff that's too eggy unless it's going to be followed with something like a fruit or
Scrapple.
something nice rather than just being vanilla. Just vanilla custard? Nah, vanilla pudding though. You can never really go wrong with.
Yeah, it's not very eggy.
What's up, Golfy?
The tea. What else do we got? What else we got tonight, Gizzard Stew?
Well, we can find out what Jesse thinks of it. He touched on it earlier, but he could. What? Give us your rendition. Give us a flavor profile.
I get like kind of a rich pudding in it, but like basically like she said. I like it. I'm not really good at explaining what I get from things. I can say whether I like it or not, though.
All right.
It's definitely not your typical custard.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's a whole lot different.
Yeah. I want to say that there was almost, like when I first tried it, I don't know, I probably should have let it steep a little. Like I tried it as soon as I got it. And I wanted to say it was almost like a what's like a sweet cheese. That's what I got at first. And then, but it was like, it was put, now that you guys are saying it, it's definitely pudding. But I was getting something in the front. But it's just definitely different. It's different. It's very good. I blew through my bottle. I steeped it for, I tasted it. I steeped it for 5 days or so. Vaped it a little longer. Steeped it for like another week, and then I blew through it after that.
Yeah, it is a bit of a steeper. We're thinking that it's like best at 5 weeks from when you mix it. So if people order it as a ready mix or a one shot or a concentrate, you will probably have to wait a few weeks. I think it's good at like 2 weeks, but it just keeps getting better.
That's my thoughts exactly. What's up, Guff T? My thoughts were the more I let it wait, the better it was, and I probably vaped it at like 2 weeks the final. But it got better and better. The 5 days it was better, and then the 2 weeks was better.
I think it's
Way
creamy,
better.
some nice, smooth, creamy awesomeness in there.
Yeah, this is like literally like I just made some fresh pudding. Took it out of the refrigerator after it's only been cooling for a little bit and just put it on my tongue. It's creamy awesomeness. I make pudding a lot.
Louis, what kind of coils do you vape on?
In here I just have basic round coils.
Well, what like ohm range do you go for usually?
I've been liking them if it's dual coil, pretty low, like anywhere from 0.12 to 0.15. But I haven't really gone anything too crazy. I normally just build my own and it's all basic.
Basic bitch coils.
You like fused Claptons and stuff like that, though, right?
I don't know.
Well, you've had them. I sent you an RDA with fused Claptons on it, or aliens. One.
Yeah, but remember I also had problems with the mech and I thought it was the battery or the coils, so I took them off.
There you go.
The mech wasn't heating right because it just couldn't handle the coil for it. But past that, I've had a couple of the Demon Killer coils. But they're all really, really high, so I don't know how I feel about them because I don't really like high builds. Or low builds.
Those are... So, what are they saying on the label? They're probably telling you what one coil is.
Well, she said high, but I think she meant low ohm.
Yeah, I switched to low. I have not had any of these having both of them in there read lower than a 0.25. I would even try to tighten some of them. Like, I was sitting there one night on a stream tightening them. It completely unraveled and went completely straight. And I was like, I did not know wire could do that.
Oh, yes.
It went completely straight, like as if it's never been folded in its life. I was like, what?
Chromish says don't like those demon killers.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So, Lumi, you've never vaped any exotic coils at all?
I guess the ones that Jesse put in there, but it wasn't working with my battery that I had, so me being me, I kind of tried swapping out to basic coils to see how it would work.
I was gonna say, do you know who you're on a show with?
Hi.
It's
Yeah,
your
we'll have to-
it's your honor to be on a show with Nick Devine.
I'll get you some coils. Just we're on Instagram. DM me your address so I can send you some coil. I'll send you them that are 0.12 or 0.15 dual coil.
Welcome, Golf Tee. How are you?
Thank you.
If you, I was gonna say, if you don't do it, Lumi, I will send him your address.
Shit, I still need to send him my address.
I feel guilty taking stuff if I'm not like giving something in return.
Oh, knit him a sweater.
Right.
You can make him clay penises.
Yeah, make me mini clay penises because I'm not getting them 3D printed anytime soon.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't be so sure about that.
So
I'm
Golf
kidding.
Tee, Golf
I
Tee.
don't know if
I'm sorry.
3D and be sorry.
Golf Tee, how
Go
was
ahead.
your weekend, buddy?
Not bad, not great, but not bad.
Did you watch fights?
Yeah, I did. I was surprised. Well, I can't say I was surprised, but I was surprised at the aftermath.
Yeah, everybody was, I think.
Just fucking retard city there. I guess, you know what that tells me, though, from watching that over the weekend? It doesn't matter where in the world you live or what parents you're born into. You can be born retarded, can't fix it, doesn't matter who you are.
So everybody's equal, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. We're all on a level playing field. You're going to be dumb, you're going to be dumb. There ain't shit we can do about it.
Equal opportunity.
That's right, equal opportunity fuck up.
We were also talking about your computer before you made it on here. Have you done anything else? Have you got any more parts for it?
Nope, nothing on sale that I want. There's plenty of stuff that's on sale, just not what I'm looking for.
Keep
You just gotta wait for Black Friday, man.
We're waiting. We're in a holding pattern. When something drops, although there was one thing that did drop that really pissed me off. My goddamn cooler dropped price farther than what it was when I bought it.
Oh, that's always disappointing.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Probably not much, though. Probably, what, $10 again?
Yeah, it was another $10, but it was the lowest price it's ever been, so I was kind of pissed.
They'll get you like that.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. I mean, way I figure buy the shit as I can afford it, and we're good.
You're using a PC parts picker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good site. Keep on top of that. You'll get there.
Although, I'm surprised at how many things, oh, you get a free game pack or a gift card for blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit about that. Lower the price of the fucking part.
Yeah, no doubt. Just give it to me. I don't want a rebate. I just want you to lower the price.
Oh, snap, son. Did you see what Nick just put out there?
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
let's get some likes up there.
Oh.
Let's see some
So
thumbs up.
I should go change my dislike?
I'll even
Probably
put a like up.
fresh.
There you go. I helped you guys out. I gave you a like, too.
Me too.
Wow. We got to bribe them.
I'm switching accounts to like it a second time.
I normally do before I go. I just forgot about doing it yet.
What do you have? Lumi Streams and Lumi Rivers?
No, I have my my full name as my other Twitch account. Or not Twitch account, Gmail account. I am Scrabble today.
Your mind is Scrapple.
Lumi Creeks and Lumi Ponds.
A weird type of sausage, Jesse? Really?
I don't know. Ask Nick.
It's pretty much what Scrapple is. It's like a sausage, basically.
I don't know if I've ever had Scrapple.
I have. It's not bad.
Where do they make it? Where is it? Southern thing?
No.
What is it?
It's like a northeast thing.
Northeastern, yeah.
It's ground meat.
Like Connecticut?
Like Philly down to... did I see it in D.C.? I want to say I saw it when I was in D.C.
Yeah, I've seen it in D.C. That I do know. I lived there for a little while.
Yeah, so yeah, it goes as far south as like DC, but then like all the way up into like Maine.
Yeah, it's huge in Maine.
Is it sort of like haggis?
I mean, haggis has lung in it, so I don't think scrapple has lung.
But it's parts.
Yeah, it's bits and pieces.
Ground, deep fried. How do they make it?
Just grinding up meat. I don't know. Someone Swag says it's Amish. Says it's an Amish thing.
Oh.
That's where it did start with Amish, but it's basically a grind of meat, and then they use something like an oatmeal or something to mix in with it, thicken it up, and then basically they chill it down in little bricks, cut off slices, and throw it on a griddle and sear the sides and call it a day.
So they cook it in
That's how I've
patties.
had it.
They cook it in patties, or it's like Spam.
Basically, yeah. Same concept.
It's like homemade Spam.
Same concept. Different taste, though. Way different taste. And nowhere near as much sodium, I would think.
I'm hearing 52 likes, 53 likes out there.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm doing it right now. I'm writing down my number. It's going to be 1 to 50. I got mine. There it is.
There's 54 likes now.
Guess number 1 to 50 must pay shipping. One guess each, closest without going over, and the first guess.
So we are going. So we are going Bob Barker rules. Let's make that clear.
We don't want to repeat.
One guess, everybody. One guess. You only get one guess.
Come on, Frank.
Well, Phil beat him to 37.
Oh,
he's retracting. Try again, Frankenstein.
Good man.
And thank you, by the way, Nicholas Devine.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
I would like to go to. See, if I was a betting man right now, I know what I'd do.
And there you go. It's buckwheat or a cornmeal binder. I was wrong on the oatmeal binder portion of it. My bad.
Buckwheat.
That's close.
I like buckwheat pancakes.
I think it's 1 through 50 each, Chevy Man.
Wrong show.
Chevy Man does what he pleases. Bill McCurry, it's 1 through 50. Shindo, 1 through 50. Although Shindo's just that's an offer from Shindo. That's not actually a guess.
Right.
That's an
definitely an offer.
Who's he offering it to?
That would be Nick.
It's really anybody.
Okay.
Like Shindo doesn't have a lot of preference one way or the other. Just anybody. 69.
He just the doors open a little bit. He's just waiting for anybody to walk in.
Oh, Kenny B, they have pasties here too. Or pasties as they were, not pasties. Pasties or something.
Like pasties? Where?
Yeah. Something completely different.
Is Shindo a power top?
He must be. One would believe, right?
Maybe he could be either.
He could be a switch hitter.
I mean, I'm out.
Sorry, Shindo.
He's saying take it easy.
Should we have some giveaway music?
26. So Merlin, I think the closest one is probably gonna. I think I saw like 113.
Raven Shadow Vapes is 25.
Yep.
So Raven Shadow.
It's 25 so far.
Congratulations, Raven Shadow.
Congrats. And you'll be receiving those in about 3 weeks. Right, Nick?
That's perfect. She just got done saying that she really wanted some Nick Divine coils.
She did, yeah.
That
and
is perfect.
she was actually just on my show the other night too. Raven came on and hung out.
Shindo says he's ambidextrous. All right.
There you go.
He can breathe underwater.
You should be getting those about right before Thanksgiving Day.
I think that's amphibious.
Raven Shadow's doing a happy dance.
Maybe he's that
Probably
too.
running around the house right now.
No, so I did tell people how I've been doing my my list now. I basically just go over to my my PayPal, and whoever has paid first gets on the list there, whether they're coil sale or giveaway. Since I'm doing paid shipping now for everything, it's just whatever's first on the PayPal list is whenever they go out. And I try to have a 48 to 72 hour turnaround on all of them. So
3 weeks.
congrats, Raven.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So what's everybody vaping on? Is that a bad question?
What the fucking see?
One of these.
Still the BTFC. That BTFC is freaking awesome.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
The truths.
It's the truth.
I'm vaping on the Golem.
I got the Dotma 24 with the Tiffany blue cap because I have broke 2 Trinity glass caps in my bathroom the past 2 weeks, and notch RDA with regular coils.
Do you try not to take your glass caps to work?
Dude, I take them to work every day. Don't have a problem. I put them down on my sink. My sink's weird in my bathroom. When I take a shower, I put it on my sink, and my sink has like these little bevels on it, and it keeps sliding off, and the sink is not cooperating with the glass at all.
I'm going to make you a stand that you can drill to the wall and just set your mod on top of that.
There's an idea.
Make him a shower mod holder. I like it.
A mod holder with a toothbrush holder in it too.
Or you could just make me a sign to hang on my bathroom door that says, "Do not bring Trinity glass caps in this room."
No Trinities allowed.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
You know, that's great as long as you're not bringing a girl home whose name is Trinity and she sees that.
She's like, "Aw."
Do you have another bathroom, Nick?
Sorry, it's the rules.
What are you vaping on tonight, Golf Tee?
Don't forget to put the toilet seat up.
Just some lemon ecstasy and some banana bondage right now. However, I do have some stuff waiting in the wings that as soon as it's time for me to re-whip, you get some new stuff going.
Oh, well then I fucked up.
Did you really?
I just got a message saying that me and you should try apple cider or worming cider together, so I just pulled the cotton off and everything.
Oh, I've had it. That stuff is phenomenal.
Oh.
The soul warming? Soul warming. Delicious.
I've never had it, but I have it.
It is delicious. That I do know because I had some of it last year, along with some of the Harvest Moon, which is fantastic as well.
I do like those new labels.
I do. To be honest, they're beautifully done. Like, I'm just simple, but they're classy.
Here, you want to hold them up? We'll put you so people can see them.
We can get
Oh, yeah. Ooh, those do look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Got the giant FDA warning on them.
And they do. Got to make sure we're following the rules.
They're compliant.
Yep, got to be compliant.
That's it. They do look nice, though. Well done on the labeling there. Old swaggy Shane over there. I can definitely tell that was not Sean's work.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
Oh, not bad, Swag. Did you see that? The last of the green and the orange.
Ooh.
Green and orange on closeout.
Mm-hmm.
Ingredients.
The orange is the cranberry muffin, right? The cranberry orange muffin.
Yep, and then the green is that green tea with
Matcha.
The green tea latte.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yeah, I love that green.
Yeah, both of those are really good.
Yeah. Swaggy makes some tasty stuff. Old Swaggy Shane in there. I still don't know how he did his chocolate donut. I've got a theory. I haven't tried it. I haven't tested it out, but I've got a theory at this point.
That one is just phenomenal. It's like those little itty bitty chocolate covered cake donuts.
Tell me that. I want to try that one now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that chocolate donut's it. Well, I mean, you can't really put anything else in after you put the chocolate donut in because it's everything else is just going to go chocolate donut. But they taste like the little waxy chocolate donuts that you get.
I think the craziest thing is you get that same mouthfeel, where it feels like the waxy chocolate stuck in your mouth.
Yeah, that's what gave me a hint, I think.
I was like, oh yes.
We could watch Lumi try it though. You working on your Addy? I see.
Well, you know what? It has been since last year. Maybe I should at least sniff it.
The soul warming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
all the lovely spicy notes into your nose. Golf tea.
You know what? It smells just as good as I remember.
That sad moment you accidentally pull your cotton through after you fluffed it and cut it.
Oh, you pulled it all the way through?
Yep.
How do you pull it through if you're fluffing and cutting? How the hell is that even possible?
I was moving it, and my hand tends to jerk when I'm doing stuff where it's not supposed to.
Hey. And that's how you kept the husband around so long.
Yeah. I tend to jerk when I'm not supposed to, too.
What are you doing?
Chilling.
It's kitty time. Kitty time.
She's making her presence known right now.
Hold her up. Maybe Niji will appear.
I can try and pick her up. She's in a she's slipping out of position. She's slipping out of position.
Grab her.
Oh, we're asking for danger.
This could end poorly.
Into the danger zone.
No, she says. No.
It's precarious.
Gotta make sure she's in a comfy place mentally.
So, Jesse, do you still have a sale running?
Not at the moment, I don't.
Okay. Just checking.
I will here pretty soon.
Oh, there we
Black
go.
Friday sale for all of us people that are saving our money up, being like, Black Friday! Spend it all on your site, being like, Black Friday early!
There she is.
Where's Niji?
I feel like your face is really close.
It could have gone badly.
That could have gone badly. Swag always cringes when I pick her up.
Kitty time.
I think he's been on an episode where she's bled me before. Or she makes me pay for my grievous sins against kitty kind.
It's a good way to get a detached retina.
Yeah. Was there an episode where she put her claws in my face? I think there was.
It seemed like it. Maybe your ear.
Where she just goes like that with her paw. And it's like, ah!
Okay.
Okay, let go.
Yep.
Uncle.
Okay, are you trying it now, Lumi?
Yes.
And?
I just put it in my mouth.
Yes, just put it in your mouth, Lumi. Go.
That's an interesting one. I like it. But it's interesting. I swear I'm getting clove in here somehow.
It is a spiced mulled cider.
It is. It is nice and spicy. There's all sorts of good spices. Is there? Yeah, I think
clove is in there.
I think there is an ingredient that actually has clove in it. Yeah.
I would guess, since regular cider usually has clove in it, right?
True. Depending on the recipe.
I think the pink. I can talk freely about this recipe because he gave us the recipe for free. It's actually available. You can actually go find it if you want. I think the pink lady has a little bit of clove in it. It's good. The pink lady has a lot of different spices in it. There is some anise star in it as well.
You're definitely getting clove.
Yeah, there's definitely like fall spices in here, and it's like really juicy fall spices. But I think I'm stuck on the clove right now.
Yeah, the pink lady does have a little clove. I think is what Swag's telling us. Yeah, that's Inaware Pink Lady. It's actually a really, really nice flavor. If you're looking for that spiciness, it's really like that would be the Inaware Pink Lady would be really nice to slip in with like the apple filling and the country apple. If you're doing that combo, slip like 0.25% of that in, get your spices there instead of throwing like pumpkin spice on top of it.
Mm.
Do you prefer vaping on over here?
She likes it.
Vaping on a cider. Soul warming cider.
Soul warming cider is really good. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites from that Swaggy line.
It's definitely, it's interesting. It's nice. It's a nice unknown flavor that I don't think a lot of people have done for fall. So.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Scott?
Interesting is more of a, despite the fact I've been trying to DIY, I just can't put my tongue on what's in this.
Soul warming cider.
Yeah, like it's unique. It's not bad at all.
I think.
Okay, you guys ready for off topic?
Yep.
Off-topic question of the week. Maybe that should be a segment.
Maybe it should.
Maybe
Diddly, off topic.
Off topic. Johnny time.
Okay, this was actually supposed to be in a show a week ago or a couple weeks ago, and I've completely forgot about it. But I thought that I would address the fact that the Batman comics have exposed Batman's junk.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. It's not that big neither.
And Golf T, what do you think of that?
I guess if you're wearing a skin-tight suit, it's going to eventually expose something. So finally somebody...
No, he was just walking naked around the Batcave.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He just hopped out of the bat shower.
Vaping swag is the...
Well, you know, there is a plus side to that, though, of them finally exposing that.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving things in the right direction for adult-orientated comics that are not that kind of adult-orientated.
Right. Well, I was thinking that we're seeing a lot more junk in general, like in movies and TV shows. There's a lot of penises out there lately.
Mm.
And, watch Shameless.
There was kind of a, like, does anybody remember in the 90s when, like, I don't know, there was a trend for vomiting? Like, normally in the past, like, if you vomited, they would, like, you would hear the person vomiting, but they saw no need to, like, put the projectile vomiting on the screen. And then somebody got the bright idea that it would be good to just, like, vomit on screen, and then all the shows were picking it up. And then every movie that you saw, you know, people were projectile vomiting everywhere. And I don't know, where did all this penis action come from?
Game of Thrones.
Is that where it started?
It seems as though Woodtick Mike picked up a little tick in the comment section there, or the chat. Everything he's typing, it's twice.
YouTube does that. YouTube does that sometime.
So, Fresh03, what is your opinion?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I mean, why shouldn't they be, like, they've been showing ladies' boobs and vaginas forever.
Right.
Why shouldn't you be showing off dude parts?
So you're all for it?
I mean, I think it was a publicity stunt. I think it got the DC, the press, either positive or negative, that they wanted out of it.
Right.
So, I mean, it all is what it is. It's a shame that it was Batman's penis. Like, I totally would have been way more interested in Superman's penis, but that's just me.
And what about through the other medias?
Through the other medias, I mean, I remember Rome being one of the first shows to really kind of go gender equal as far as nudity goes. It's been something that's coming for a while, and it should be out there. It should be equal back and forth.
Actually, that's a good point. I think, like, way back in the late 70s, there was a movie called Caligula. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, a big scandalous thing, because that may have been the first time that there was ever a screen penis. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems to be a trend in the past couple years or whatever. I just wondered if anybody else noticed. I know that
it's definitely more frequent than it was in the past. It used to be shocking to see a penis come across the screen, but now it's like, now, you know.
Well, obviously, I don't really need to see them, but I get it for the ladies out there. I know my wife likes to see them.
She likes to see a nice penis.
Yeah. I don't.
I mean, penises are kind of ugly. So
I like to see tits on my screen, but I don't know about penis.
Women are way more fun to look at naked than dudes are. That's what I'll say about it.
I agree.
Maybe some of the women can weigh in the comments whether they like the trend or not. Nick, what do you think? Penises?
I like the look on his face.
I think cut that shit out, and your body's a gift. Wrap it up.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah. Jesse?
Nick will be by later to speak to you about the Church of Latter-day Saints, by the way, Gizzards too.
Okay.
Do you have time to talk to us about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
That's right.
Jesse, your opinion?
I don't think it's needed.
Your opinion?
And Batman's penises should have been bigger. Penises.
I don't really have I didn't know it was a thing, so I don't know what my thoughts are on it really. I mean, I don't know.
You know what? I was wondering where all those copies of the Watchtower that kept getting shoved under our door in Detroit were coming from, Gizzard Stew. Now I think I'm onto it.
I'm just waiting for like the Super Bowl this year. There'll probably be a penis slip.
A penis slip? Who's performing for the Super Bowl this year? Is it possible to have a penis slip? Like,
And what's that penis slipping into?
Just slipping out.
Yeah. It's going to be like Motley Crue and like Miley Cyrus, and Miley Cyrus is going to pull down fucking whatchamacallit's pants.
and then Tommy's gonna beat it on the drum for a minute.
That'll be awesome.
Like, I'm totally down for this. Like, I would love to see the reaction if something like that happened during the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, it was totally an accident.
Completely.
Like, I was just going with it, man. I was just going with it.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's Trump's fault.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Thank you, Hillary.
There you go. There you go. Indy's Best has the right theory. No, I mean...
I think that was his wife's comment.
Oh, so she pushed him out of the way to type it?
She pushed him out of the way and typed that in there. Holy shit. Oh, no. OBS unconnected for a second. We lost the feed for a second.
Oh, okay.
So
we're back now.
Now it says that it reconnected.
Son of a bitch.
It did sound like a Windows update. I'm like, no! Alright, anyway, I just thought that was might be an interesting topic, but obviously nobody wanted to talk about it.
I'll talk about it for the rest of the night, Gizzard.
It was a good topic to erect.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I did see the comic page, so I mean,
I know, right?
I wasn't impressed by Batman's junk.
No.
I haven't seen Batman's junk, thank God, because I don't want to ruin.
You can Google it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you can Google Batman's cock if you want to.
They were actually talking about it on Joe Rogan. That's how I ended up on it. I'm like, oh man,
I gotta see this. Yeah,
I gotta go check this out. I'm sure that they got a million hits on that.
Gotta make sure he's giving out the right information.
You know, you hear some wonderful shit come off of Joe Rogan's show. Stuff you didn't know you needed to know about.
That's right. I mean, if it was a good topic for him, I thought it might be interesting for us to talk about it. But
the first time I noticed it, I think, was actually when I watched Spartacus.
Yeah, Spartacus was very equal opportunity with their nude scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely followed in the footsteps of Rome when it came to that.
Yeah, Rome was very equal opportunity. Like you were in the background of any scene, you were as likely to see a pair of boobs go by as you were a dick. So
I haven't actually gotten the opportunity to watch Rome yet.
Rome was really good for the first couple seasons.
It went from Spartacus to Game of Thrones because a friend of ours was trying to catch us up on TV shows that we needed to watch. So he's like, Titties and Dragons and Spartacus.
Game of Thrones occasionally throws a dick in there, but for the most part, they're fairly boobalicious.
They're actually starting to slowly step away from that too. I notice.
Yeah, as the seasons go by, I mean, it still happens. Like, people expect it once every couple episodes, like a nice pair of boobs to come bouncing across the screen. But
there was also a trend. I mean, that probably started in the late 80s, early 90s, where every single movie had a scene in a strip club. I don't know.
I think you can probably thank, like, the who was it? Like The Wire. The Wire did a lot of scenes in strip clubs. Sopranos did.
Yeah, they owned the strip club.
Those are like that golden age of television when that all kicked off. That's kind of where all that came from.
It's like, can't we have a movie without a strip club in it? No, we can't.
I mean, that's where gangsters do their business, according to HBO. So, I mean, who am I to disagree?
Apparently, good money laundering.
It's always been there, but it seems like also there was this time frame where there was a lot more of it, where everybody in it was just like smoking cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was a time period where, I mean, it's always been in movies and stuff, but it was really bad at one time. Like, everybody would just.
Well, it actually got worse the cigarettes in movies when they told them that they couldn't advertise in publications and stuff anymore. So then it was like they were pushing it into movies because they could still get away with it because it was a paid product placement, I think. It's like they could afford to sink all of their advertising budgets into the movies because they could no longer put them on TV or in print ads. Does that make sense? Anybody?
That's what Indy's best is. I mean, the first movie I really remember being bad with cigarettes was Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club was really bad about that one.
Yeah, Fight Club. Everybody smoked all the time. So, but then like rewatching The Wire, I mean, everybody in that show smoked. Everybody. And I'm pretty sure it was that way with Sopranos. I'm pretty sure it was that way with The Shield.
Oz.
Oh, yeah, Oz.
One of my favorite shows ever.
Mad Men.
So do you think it's more of like Indy's best was saying about that? I'm not talking about that specifically, but do you think it's all like a social experiment or some type of conditioning where they kind of do it on purpose to?
Oh yeah, no, they totally do it to normalize it and make it look cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Or to push something like a law or something like that, where they just flood the market with like certain things like that, and then they kind of have no choice but to make different statutes and stuff like that, or whatever. I don't know what that words I'm trying to come up with are, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like there's some type of an amendment they're wanting to do, or a law they want changed, so they kind of force certain things on people that kind of conditioned them to it or whatever to help their goal or whatever.
Yeah.
That's going on a little too far. Sorry, I'm backing out.
Mad Men was another one where everybody smoked, but everybody smoked in the 60s. So that was pretty normal to have it on there.
Too many boobs in chat. I can't focus on
boobs.
Lemmy, they're not real.
They're real for me, bro.
Yeah, Shindo, that is a fantastic scene. Certainly illustrates the diversity of the word, as they say. Yeah, that's a yeah, for anybody that hasn't watched that show, if you're over the age of 18, go check it out.
Anyway, I thought it was just kind of weird that they would do that with a Batman comic, but
like I said, they got the publicity that they wanted. Good, bad. Sure. It's still publicity.
Kind of a crazy place to do it, though.
Yeah,
Really.
I've heard about it. I just haven't taken enough interest to go ruin my nerdum to go see Batman's penis. It's like superheroes don't have penises.
There's an entire scene in Mallrats where they completely they disagree with you.
They have to pee from something.
Go. Like the Thing, what's his penis made out of? That thought's gonna be with you for the rest of the night, Lumi.
No, I'm gonna be too busy still thinking about boobs and PC TV.
all right. Well, on that note, let's start wrapping it up.
Yeah, Ned Devine has a show to do.
Yeah, we're like overtime too. So, Nick, tell us about your show later. What are you gonna be doing?
I'm going to be building directly after this, building a staple stagger fuse Clapton with a Clapton ribbon center.
Ooh.
And then we'll be on sometime this weekend. I don't know when I'll be on this weekend. But hey, maybe I'll be on Golf Tees tomorrow. That would be cool.
That's awesome.
Hey.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun. Yeah, and go check out Adore and make sure you stay tuned to Adore on Instagram, YouTube, so you know when the flavor drops, what the flavor is, and you can buy the hell out of it.
For sure.
Oh, show.
All right. And since you mentioned Golf Tee, tell us about what you got going on tomorrow night, Golf Tea.
Same thing we do every Wednesday. Talk shit and have some fun. 9:30 Central Time, my channel. You guys know where to find me. If you don't, you probably should, because we talk a lot of shit, and it's not necessarily about vaping. It's a good time.
We had an awesome show last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I forgot how much fun those viewer-directed shows actually are. I enjoy those.
Well, we had some help, too, because Pippa was there feeding us feeding us good questions. Thank you, Pippa.
That's it.
Jesse! You're up.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
I think I'll be on TJ's show tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Everybody check out my website, standup3d.com. I'll be having some deals on there here soon. Also check out my YouTube channel and my Instagram, both the same name, standup3d.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Jesse.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for your input. Lumi.
Sorry.
Lumi. What do you want to say, girl?
Thanks for having me. I really enjoy being here. I love my spork. Definitely looking forward to seeing what's new with the door. But while we're waiting, I think we do have some awesome fall options that I just got to taste from Mr. Swaggy Shane. So, vaping swag and a door, this community is so lucky to have these guys in our lives, and I'm excited that I get to try it and get to somewhat feel like I'm a part of it. So,
all right. Are you streaming tonight or on Twitch or any of that?
I'll debate it.
You might. You never know. If any of you guys do Twitch or follow Twitch, make sure you follow Lumi over there.
Thank you.
And Fresh03.
Yo!
What's up? What do you got going on Friday, Saturday?
Friday we have the Shindog. Shindo himself, the man, the myth, the MVP of the DIY scene, is coming on so we can swear at him some more for his mixes being so damn good. So we're going to finish out our blind taste tests. I think we have 3 more to go. 3 more? Yeah, yep. We got 3 more to go for. I think these ones will be pretty easy to pick out because these ones have been out for a while. So you should be able to figure out what each thing is. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. As always, when Shindo comes and hangs out with us, because he's an awesome guy. Saturday, I'm not really sure what we've got going on, but I'll think up something. I'll think up something before the show. So I always try and have something topical to mess around with. No Ren vapes this weekend, so she'll be doing a show on her channel on Sunday, prior to the Mix and Dixons. So check out Ren's channel for her show. Everyone, go stay tuned for Adore. New flavor coming Halloween. I'm excited to hear what Dawn came up with this time around. So remember to share those Instagram links around for her. That way people are aware of what's going on. And back to Gizzard Stew at the Stewie Pants desk.
Stewie Pants.
That's right.
I'd like to thank everybody that watched the show and participated in chat. Lots of love. As always, support the people that support us. I'll mention Coil Vapes. Coil Vapes just released a new atomizer. I don't know what it is, though. It's looks like some funky high-end mouth-to-lung thing, probably.
He's got his own atomizer?
He did. He released an atomizer in Paris.
What the hell is the name of that thing?
Day One. Day One.
Oh, that's right. The DAW1.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, throw some love to Coil Vapes. Throw some love to OHMAGEDDON and Duck Pond e-liquids.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Adore. And try the Gizzard Brew from Swaggy Shane or any of his other delightful e-liquids over there. Once again, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And let's vape our way out of here. Get off your butts and vape.
Bye.
Fucking magnificent. Fucking magnificent.
Smooth as gravy sandwich, it's a vapor, and that ain't even all it. You get that nicotine fix without sucking on those cancer sticks.
What?
Now ain't that sick as dick? Smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now. Yeah, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Fucking genius.
Thanks, everybody.